Hello all. Welcome to this video about trip to Europe in May 2023. So the first visit is to Zurich in Switzerland. Behind you can see all the mountains. These are the Alps mountains, and this is the first time experience of myself with snow. We saw snow falling. So this place is Mount Titlis in particular. So we went on a rope kind of a visit to the top, which is 2 kilometers above. The second, again we alighted a train called EGV train, and this EGV train moved at a speed of 320 kilometers per hour and took us to Lourdes. So this is the hotel in Lourdes, where we can see the view opposite to the hotel. All the sceneries were really beautiful. It was indeed a very beautiful experience. Everything looked so neat and tidy. So this is the holy spiritual aspect in Lourdes, where this is the place where a small young girl called Lourdes saw Mother Mary's apparition. So this is considered very sacred place, where people come and celebrate by doing mass in front of the stone. So you can see people carrying candles. So this is also in Lourdes. This is the main church in Lourdes. So there are several chapels here and there, and this is the main church where the mass happens on particular days. And so we took some holy water. We carried from Rosalis from Lourdes as a mark of remembrance. So we were a group of 40 people from Hyderabad in India. So this is the most spiritual time, where in the night time in the Lourdes church there is always a candle procession, where about 1 lakh people from different countries, they do a candle procession. So you can see people from different areas carrying flags. There is Mother Mary statues, and so people pray a lot. People come in armchairs sometimes so that they get healed from their problems. And it was also slightly raining at that time, and due to which we had to carry some umbrellas too. So our group of 40 members, we have carried the Indian flag, and it was indeed a very beautiful experience for us. So that is me, Ishant. And so you can see the beautiful view of the church in the night. So this is a place where Spain, where it was a transit area before we go to Portugal. So you can see that we were given a lot of varieties of food, including wine. And the stay was really good in terms of hotels and food that we were provided. We never really felt that we were away. And this is the papal visit. So every Wednesday, the Pope is going to come here, St. Peter's Square, and he delivers a speech. So you can see many people allotted tickets, and they sit there and in those allotted places and listen to the Pope. So this is Rome, the key place where the Pope delivers his speeches. And it was indeed a very memorable time for us to be able to witness the Pope in person. So this is also a very historical place, Rome, the Vatican. So there are many things which we learn from places like this. So behind me is the Holy Father, the parish father. His name is Sundar. My parents are also beside me. You can see that. And then after that we went to the church, which is the church in Vatican, the main one, the St. Peter's church. So all through the different churches that we went there, you could see some amazing architecture, and there was a lot of richness that I felt, lot of peace, lot of spiritual well-being, and it was a very holy experience. And I would suggest people elsewhere also to visit these Marian shrines, which include Rome, Lourdes, Fatima, among others. So this is the church which is present in Vatican. So there are people from all walks of life who come here from different places. So in our group there were people from Chennai, people from Australia, there were people from Hyderabad, and so this is another important place in Rome called the Colosseum. So we get reminded of the movie Gladiator generally whenever we see this. So the whole movie Gladiator, it was shot actually in this. It's a historic place where the kings and earlier they used to put fights between people, and it was a big place of entertainment basically. And this place is Fatima, where the young girl who saw Mother Mary's apparition, this is the place she lived, that young girl. Later she became saint, and this was in year 1920. So many people come and visit the house in detail also. So this is again the Lourdes Hotel, which gave a beautiful view. So you can also go across the city in a city tour, as a city tour by a bus. And this is another place, and this is the Eiffel Tower. So in Italy, in France, Paris, everybody knows the Eiffel Tower. So that was Eiffel Tower top view. And this is another place. This is in Fatima. So similar to Lourdes, there is also a night procession here, where all the fathers and priests, they do a night procession, and it was a very good experience. So in Fatima as well, Fatima wasn't as crowded as Lourdes, I would say. And the night weather, the lights, it was all a very pleasant experience. And there were like 3 big churches in Fatima, and this is the church in Venice. So when we went to Italy, there is a place called Venice, where a huge place was built on waters. So we went to a particularly big church there in Venice, and that is an underground church that we just saw. And this is Eiffel Tower. The river beside Eiffel Tower, we actually go on a cruise, and we can get a good picture of the city, like the historic constructions, the different bridges which are present over that river. So all this will be able to get a really good view of the city by going on this cruise, which is starts right after Eiffel Tower and takes a circle and again stops at Eiffel Tower. So anyone visiting the Eiffel Tower, they will always visit this place as well. So as you can see, as we wave hands, the people opposite sitting there, they also wave hands many times as a symbol of acceptance. So as we went through this cruise, we saw several historic buildings, and someone who knows the French history, like the French Revolution, the previous rulers, they would really be able to appreciate the architecture. We saw a lot of people in the evening just coming by, sitting there and having a nice time, like eating a pizza and just having a good evening time here. So it reminded a lot of Tank Bund in Hyderabad. So you can see this is also the Eiffel Tower. This is the ground floor of the Eiffel Tower, and you can see all the pillars of Eiffel Tower above. So Eiffel Tower was it's like one of the delights in the world, and it's one of the wonders of the world. So 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 this is ground floor. The second floor, there's a good restaurant. So this is the second floor in Eiffel Tower, where you can get a very good view of the city from a good height. There's a football stadium, as you can see there. There are river the passes by, just I spoke about, even that you can see. And and you can also like